What's with the bridesmaid dress? Did any of you notice? Well, the nanny of the bridesmaid has something to say. Is Meghan Markle seriously bullying a kid? The royal family has been coming into the spotlight because of the dress the princess wore. Let's talk about what all happened behind the big mansion, only on Royal Stories. An authority for the royal family believes that Harry ought to be aware of the potential consequences of publicizing the fact that his niece, Princess Charlotte, sobbed while trying on a bridesmaid dress, since it could lead to the teasing of her. In his memoir titled Spare, the Duke of Sussex makes the allegation that his future wife, Meghan Markle, and his sister-in-law, the Princess of Wales, got into a heated argument about Princess Charlotte's bridesmaid dress in the months leading up to the wedding of the Duke and Meghan in 2018. The book claims that all of the bridesmaids' dresses for Charlotte and the other young bridesmaids were hand-sewn based on their measurements. Therefore, it should not have come as a surprise when they did not fit. According to the Duke, Kate reportedly informed Meghan that the dress was too huge, too long, and too baggy, and that the little royal cried when she tried it on. Catherine continued by saying that as a consequence of this, the dresses had to be recreated. It's alleged that Meghan answered by saying that she was dealing with the aftermath of the decision of her father, Thomas, made to not attend her wedding. It had been reported that Kate admitted as much, stating that she was fully aware of the situation, while adding that the wedding was only 4 days away. According to Duke, after a disagreement, Catherine agreed to take the dress to a tailor, but Meghan was left crying after the argument, even though Kate allegedly did apologize later on. However, Kate allegedly did not apologize until after the argument had already taken place. In an interview with the Daily Mirror, royal journalist and editor-in-chief of Majesty magazine, Ingrid Seward, stated that the Duke's aversion to the disclosure of contents of private discussions put him at conflict with the publication of such information. In her words, the information that's included in the biographical Spare goes against Harry's stated preference that private talks not be produced or leaked, as he refers to the practice. Take for example how Harry depicts the argument that took place over the outfits the bridesmaids would wear. Charlotte cried as she tried on her dress. Catherine remarked that Charlotte's dress is too huge, too long, and too baggy, it says in the text. When you look at the images, you can see that the Duchess of Cambridge was absolutely right. None of the couture bridesmaids' dresses fit properly, but Charlotte's dress stood out the most because it was all over the place. It was blamed on the pressure surrounding the wedding and the subsequent argument with Kate that led him to eventually finding Meghan sobbing on the floor. It's unfortunate that something as trivial as a bridesmaid dress could bring her to tears after learning that her father had suffered a heart attack, but in times of severe stress, it's always the little things that get to you. The fact that Harry is willing to recount the exact contents of the text messages and verbal conversations that took place between the two women goes completely against his emphasis on maintaining privacy. His justification for his actions is that the truth needs to be there. If you'd made sure that each of your interpretations of the facts were accurate before writing your book, Harry, you might not be in such a muddle now. You're not helping yourself, your wife, or your lawyers who are attempting to sort out the various contentious dealings that you've been involved in by acting in this manner. You have a niece who is Princess Charlotte. She's almost 8 years old, which means that her classmates at school are old enough to make fun of her for crying because her designer dress did not fit properly. Of all people, Harry should be able to comprehend that. Talking about the nanny assisting them in caring for their 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, retained the services of one of the most qualified nannies in the world. Didn't she take care of the dress? Well, when Prince George was only 8 months, William and Catherine decided to recruit Maria Barallo. That's all for the video today. We'll be right back with more such videos. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.